Is just Pearly Things. Just Pearly Things is the complete opposite of a modern day woman. She claims women should get cheated on.
If you're starving your man of sex and he goes and gets it elsewhere, that's your own damn fault. I swear to God, I don't feel bad for you if you get cheated on.
In fact, they like it.
I actually think that women like to be cheated on.
I love the comment of we should ban divorce.
I think we should ban divorce too. Yeah, I think that should be banned.
Huh? Okay, well that's a little bit silly.
Every single fat person is unattractive.
Show me someone that looks.
Welcome, House Frog. One girl in the back, thank you for 12 months. Thank you.
Good at 300 pounds.
And of course, the absolute banger. The world would be an absolute better place if women didn't vote because we're too emotional.
I don't think women should vote.
Huh?
It's true.
Lord Jesus.
But wait. I'm getting way ahead of myself. So I didn't originally know who Just Pearly Things was. I did constantly see her very large pearly smile pop up in my YouTube channel recommendation list of people talking about her, but it was mostly political channels or political topics and or manosphere type channels, which I tend to avoid because with those type of podcasts, the conversations gets quite routine.
Hey, am I at the right place?
Hey, Jashot. Yeah. No, it's Stan. This is Charles right here.
How you doing, buddy? How you doing? Hey, how you doing, Charles?
Honestly, we're getting ready for the podcast right now. You can take a seat and we can get the show started.
All right, cool. Thank you. Just go ahead, grab your headphones, and we'll get started in a second. All right, 3, 2, 1. All women are the same.
What?
No different. That's an absolute fact. All women are the same. Hot girl, some of this. Hot girl, some of that.
When did y'all change y'all's
that?
clothes? What the?
I have $1 million and 12 wives, and I'm still unhappy.
It sounds like you need
Sure am.
counseling. That's what
I'm
it
a
sounds
high
like.
value man. Look at me. I'm wearing a suit. That's how you know I'm high value. Absolutely.
Why does he keep looking at me when he says that?
I have
don't
264 bodies, and I want a girl with 0 bodies. Absolutely nothing. I don't want to. Amen, brother. Look at it. I want a girl that never goes outside and only stays to me. But when I want to go out, I go out wherever I want. Hang
That's
out with whoever I
extremely
want.
contradictory.
And mess with
Is it
whoever I
not?
want.
Am I tripping?
Do me a favor and throw me a red pill. I got you. Here you go. From deep. Got it. I'm rich. Every single man on this planet, including myself, especially myself, I cheat, and we all cheat.
No,
all
they
men
don't.
cheat.
No, who told
I'm
you
gonna
that?
go cheat on my girl today, and if she cheats on me, she's a hoe.
That doesn't even make sense.
I
Honestly, that
am
doesn't
a
even make sense,
high
really.
value man. Look at my suit. I told you.
Yeah, pretty much like
When did y'all change clothes?
that. So I know I'm talking a lot, but this isn't the manosphere. It's okay for women to talk in this area, but I want to make sure you fully are aware on how and why I decided to dig very deep into what many men call the ideal woman. I mean, look at her with her pearls and her face. So this video was originally titled an insult.
Like actually me trying to talk about Just Pearly Things. It's like I have a policy chat where I do my best not to insult how someone looks. Cause, you know, like you're gonna friendly fire people who look like that. But it's so hard to be nice. It's just crazy to me that you would go around insulting how other women look. And you look like that. You know what I mean? Like, you better look, in my opinion, you better look perfect if you're going to go after how someone else looks. Like, you're not going to catch me calling someone else, like, ugly or something if I don't look good. You know? You guys feel me, chat? But it's crazy to have negative drip, the worst hairstyle I've ever seen, and just, like, everything else is also not working. And have the audacity to insult other people and be like, I'm actually more attractive than everyone over the age of 30. It's like, okay.
me on how to be a real woman, like just Pearly things, but the word incel angered the YouTube no-no god, so I couldn't. But going forward, pretend the video is titled just that. So an incel got very, very angry when I mentioned I didn't realize there was some type of epidemic of men, a whole movement refusing to go up to women. I explained from my experience as a woman that the men that have been going up to women still are, and the men who don't.
Excuse me, can I talk to you for a minute?
And for some reason, this angered the specific incel internally. And after the numerous paragraphs he wrote to me telling me how everything is a woman's fault, men are responsible for everything positive in this world, and how basically women are to blame for anything and everything negative or horrible.
Yo, that guy was spitting facts. Grugs in chat if you agree. Are you kidding me? So true, King. Yo, what's your IG? Let me follow. Cadaver, thank you for the tier 1 sub. If you think about it, women invented good. 1 second, I'm Googling something. See here.
Women invented computers, and now I'm an internet Twitch goblin addict. Thanks, women.
Computer. If you think about it, women created algorithms, so they are to blame for the even existence of incels. Comes full circle. Comes full circle every time. So really, it's women's fault. Yeah, it's true. Let's see. This is a stupid ass invented alphabet blocks. Bruh. I could have done that. Let's see. Wow, these inventions kind of, I mean, they're not bad, but like, damn. Electric water heater, like. I guess she made it in 1917, which is pretty impressive. Okay. Okay, Ida or whatever your name is. Okay. Okay, fine. Wait, central heating was made by women? Yo, that's actually crazy. Wait, wait, that's actually kind of crazy. So if you think about it, women are to blame for turning the heat to the max in your apartment. Because they were like, this AC is too damn cold. Turn this shit up. So you can blame women for that as well. Low reflection glass. I guess I just don't know enough about glass to know why that's useful. Yo, for real? Actually true? Wait, big if true. Wireless transmission technology? Wi-Fi, GPS, Bluetooth? Whoa, that's crazy actually. Whoa. Disposable diaper. Destroying the planet, women. Classic. All going into landfills. What the fuck is liquid paper? I've never heard of this in my fucking life. First marketed as mistake out. Graham's homemade typewriter. Oh, it's just whiteout? Nobody fucking uses whiteout anymore. Everyone has computers. They're useless. Trash. Trash invention. Sorry. Bet Nesmith Graham. Let's be real, okay? Computer software. Oh yeah, a lot of the computer stuff was actually pioneered by women. It's actually kind of crazy. Cobol, Omegalol. Whoa. Big if true. Gertrude. Yo, Gertrude. Gertrude? Treatment of AIDS, malaria, herpes, and cancer? Yo, wait, that's actually crazy. She invented the first immunosuppressive drug, which initially was used for chemotherapy and eventually for organ transplant. Whoa, that's cool. That's so cool. Sorry, I just made this stream into an educational stream because I'm curious. And you guys have to deal with me. Call center system. Okay, actually, this was a bad invention. I feel so bad for people that work in call centers. Fuck you, Erna. Maybe your invention was good, but it's not good anymore. Home security systems. Caller. Yo! Caller ID was invented. That's massive. That's so huge. Because we all know when you see that random number that you don't know, you're like, you know what I mean? Word processor. What is a word processor? Computerized airline booking system. Created the first word processor? Realizing that because of her gender, she wouldn't be able to move up in the industry, she just founded her own company, Redactron, to get her inventions on the market. Wait, that's like so girl boss. Oh my God. Oh, it's like Microsoft Word? Whoa, that's sick. That's actually goated. Wait. Photo enhancement. Classic women trying to enhance their photos. Women need these days with their face tuning and their AI. While working for NASA, she was tasked with finding a way to improve the quality of photos taken from space. Her method of enhancing photo negatives was far widely recognized. Could clarify photos that were already developed. Whoa, that's cool. Her technology has been adapted for use with X-rays and historical photo research. Oh, that's actually really cool. Bliss symbol printer? Oh. Whoa, that's pretty cool. Laser cataract surgery. Yo! That's crazy. Wait, that's so cool. That was a femoid? That's crazy, actually. Cataract surgery is insane, by the way. That, like, cataracts were something that for literally thousands of years, sometimes your eyes just stopped working and you're like, I can't see anymore. Like, my mom got a cataract and she was like, guys, one of my eyes is just permanently blurry. That shit was easy. That, like, it was like one of the fastest surgeries we ever walked in for. Walked in, dropped her off, fucking 20 minutes. Took an Uber home. It was fucking crazy. It was like literally thousands of years. You just, you can't see anymore. Actually, Mr. Beast invented cataract surgery. Wow, that's so cool. Preventing blindness from cataracts is like insanely huge. Not to mention it actually will improve your vision too. Whoa. It's like looking through a dryer sheet. Yeah. You missed the point also that she was only 12. Wait, it doesn't say that here. Is that true? This is really, really, really cool, by the way. This is really, really cool. Up a paragraph? Oh, at only 12 years old, invented software. Oh, wait, it's the same. No, wait, this is someone else. I'm talking about this person. That's pretty cool. Humane cattle restraints. Stem cell isolation. Whoa. Naturally colored cotton. Wait, really? Whoa, wait, is that real? Wait, there's colored cotton? Wait, that's so cool. I think the colors aren't that, I don't think it's like crazy. I think it's more like this. I don't think it's anything like insane. It's still pretty cool though. Oh, it looks like they can do like greens as well. Whoa. That's really awesome though. This photo looks so dog shit. That's really cool though. And it looks like they can do mild like pinks as well. Okay. Enough simping on this one. Okay, let's see. We're almost at the end of. Oh, that was it. That was the last one. Okay. Wow. History lesson, chat. I feel like we all learned something. I feel like we all learned some stuff. That's pretty cool.
Has ever happened to a man. And then he left me a long list of appropriate content creators that I should watch to educate myself on how I should be as a woman. Creators that, according to him, fight for men's rights. And as I giggled while I read the list, the name Just Pearly Thing caught my eye. Just Pearly Things. Where have I heard that name before? Good thing he left me a little description.
Just Pearly Things does a podcast on how men have done things in general with disrespecting women and teaches them how to be a wife.
And so I am now intrigued. There might be something good to that pearly smile. Maybe not good, but dramatic and juicy. I mean, an incel who is blaming everything on women is suggesting I listen to her. And I have been seeing those pearls getting talked about everywhere. So for the first time ever, I'm gonna take an incel's advice. Maybe I will see the light and I can stand next to Pearl and say, women, stop voting. We shouldn't do it. And also, it's your fault your husband cheated on you. And educate myself on the woman that fights for men, makes herself look like a complete fool, and smiles while doing it. All in her pearls. Miss Pearly thinks herself, Hannah Pearl. By the way, just take a drink every time I say Pearl. We can make this fun as we get through this
God.
because it is thick.
She's trying to kill us.
Just Pearly Things, also known as Hannah Pearl Davis, started as a bright-eyed, smiley young thing, grew up rich, and straight out of high school landed a few jobs working in a senator's office. I wonder how she got that one, huh? Was it daddy and his connections? Anyway, she later would find social media and love. She actually dated a guy named Angry Reactions, a very popular TikToker, Instagram, or YouTuber. According to many, they had a very toxic relationship. He allegedly dumped her because her sexy time, which these people in the manosphere call a body count, was too high. And after Angry Reactions kicked Hannah to the curb, Just Pearly Things was born, and the villain era began.
She didn't include the best part about that, by the way. She didn't include the best part, which is he left her for an older ginger. Another redheaded baddie that was like 35. So she had her Joker moment and she was like, no, it can't be. It can't be. But she's older than me. How? I mean, I get it, dude. I get it. Having red hair is like the coolest thing. It's so cool. I feel bad that redheaded kids, especially redheaded boys, get bullied when they're younger, because having red hair is so cool. It's so cool, dude.
Noticed there was an empty void to be filled on the internet in the manosphere. Something missing, and the more videos she watched of the top men of this realm, she quickly found out there was no woman telling women that it's okay to let your husband cheat.
The best women in the world are the ones that do their side of the male and female dynamic and understand how the world actually works. And if a man cheats on you, yes, it's gonna hurt, you're gonna cry. He should show up for you, but I don't necessarily think you should leave, because finding a man that's gonna take care of you emotionally and financially and physically is gonna be hard to come by. What is the likelihood of finding a man that can actually take care of you physically, emotionally, financially? It's very low. That you're attracted to, that you look up to, that's building you up. It's very, very low.
Hi, smile.
I thought it was the feminists that were shitting on men. This guy is just shitting on men.
Oh. I'll put it to women like this. You're going to leave me for a man that you love less that's going to cheat on you anyway. And shit, I'm telling you, honestly, my whole 20s, I dealt with the pain of leaving women I love because I want to cheat on them. I wish I'd have been in a place where I could have just told them the truth.
Sorry, I was rewatching that video before I post this, and was I supposed to have some type of awakening moment watching this? And so she really saw this and said, yes, Pearl quickly started gaining a following of mostly 10-year-old boys to divorce lonely men who can't hold a conversation with a woman. She ensures that all women—
Sorry, I'm gonna say something. It's crazy to me that you would say I broke up with women because I needed to cheat. As someone who has been in monogamous relationships and as someone who's been in not monogamous relationships, it's not hard to respect like boundaries and like dynamics of a relationship. You actually just be respectful to the other person.
Women are the problem. Every woman is out to get their money, and the world would be a better place if women would just listen to men and don't question anything they say.
The whole point of submission is you don't ask him why.
And now I'm starting to understand why that incel dude wrote me such a long paragraph. I questioned his all women are bad, all men good rhetoric, when I should have said, yes, massa, and go bake cookies and ask where I can send them for him to eat and enjoy. So ladies, this leads us to lesson number 1. Never question a man.
The whole point of submission is you don't ask him why.
I had to try so hard to not laugh at that. So...
You see, ladies, men are not fond of questioning their actions, their requests, challenging them. It insults their masculinity.
It's like we had a girl, Maggie, on the show, and they said he asked you to take down your social media, and she has the most mild cooking stuff. She just said it wouldn't even be a conversation.
And those are the types of women that Miss Pearly Thing surrounds herself with. A woman that won't even question why her husband would want her to take down her cake Facebook page. She would just do it because that's her husband, her man, a man, telling her what to do with something harmless such as cake, and it makes him feel insecure. And to make sure she keeps stroking his insecurities, she must take it off. No question, no discussion. That's not wifey material.
And so it's like, but
it's so crazy that at the core of every single one of like the manosphere like requests of a woman, it's insecurity through and through. It's so sad. It's literally just like, hey, men out there, if you're an insecure little brat, find you a woman who deals with it. Don't actually work on yourself. Just find a woman who's willing to deal with your bullshit. Like, you guys know the phenomenon of like 30-year-old men going for 20-year-old women, or like 40-year-old men going for 20-year-old women. Sadly, the type of, it's real. There are a subset of men that do that, and it's real because those are men who haven't actually bothered to emotionally develop. And so they have to actively seek out women who haven't had a lot of relationship experience and don't know that they can ask for more out of their relationship. That they don't have to put up with someone else's insecurities infringing on them. Because here's the thing, chat. It's okay to have insecurities. It's okay to be insecure. Right? I'm insecure about things. Sure, everyone in here is insecure about things. But you communicate that to your partner by saying, hey, this makes me insecure. Can we figure out a way to help me work on this? Not, hey, you need to stop this behavior because I'm a big man. That's not what you do. That's not how you do that.
Unheard of from women to just listen to men.
All right, so a few reasons for that. Men are people, and some people are idiots. It teeters, depending on the individual. Men and women can be relatively stupid. And if said stupid person asks me to do something stupid, I'm going to ask why. And then I'm going to tell them no.
Very combative, assertive, dominant, non-agreeable.
Second, women have free will now. We don't live in a time where what the man says goes. We can say no. So, I'm sorry, Pearl and Steven Crowder.
That doesn't work either.
Not, it's not every man. Like, don't listen to the homeless man on the street.
I'm so glad she clarified that. Can you tell me, Pearl, which men should I never question? Just give me a quick little run through.
But you know what I'm saying.
I don't, but I do know she likes Andrew Tate.
What are your thoughts on Andrew Tate?
I think he speaks a lot of truth, and a lot of women don't want to hear it.
Don't wear that outfit again.
That wasn't my edit, calm down. I don't tell women what to wear and what they shouldn't wear, but since we're on the topic of her outfit, this is a mighty tight-fitted outfit for a traditional woman to wear, and she seems to be out late downtown without a man to protect her. That's not appropriate. And you guys know how much I'm up Andrew Tate's balls, love them things. All up in my face, been very vocal about that. I am trying to figure out why this certain person who wrote me all those paragraphs recommended these types of channels to me. Because this individual followed me for a while. I've talked to him for a while, and he followed me because of the way that I talk about the fat acceptance movement, about holding yourself accountable, not making excuses, not blaming other people. But the moment I start talking to men who just stay in their homes in front of the computer, not working on their social skills, and then going up to a woman and being awkward and making her feel awkward, he can't handle it anymore.
God, son of a bitch!
Anyway, you know I'm a very open-minded person. Let's keep learning. Something else I learned during my time in the manosphere, of course from the ideal woman, Miss Pearly things, the woman that they don't seem to even want themselves, is that everything is a woman's fault. Women are the reason for everything that's going on in this world, specifically the modern woman. That's a huge threat in today's society. And they say the modern woman is why marriages aren't working like they did in the 1920s. Modern women are selfish. Modern women are miserable. Modern women are selfish moms. This one is interesting because Pearl likes to bring up these studies, and in this instance, she doesn't even cite them. She just says words and no one questions her.
In modern culture, women are on antidepressants. Women are depressed more than ever in human history.
A quick Google search, though, shows that yes, there's an incline of women taking antidepressants, and women are more likely to take them more than men, but my God.
Surprise, surprise, there's an incline in men taking them. Surprise, surprise, there's also an incline in people taking mental health seriously. You go back like just even a few decades, people didn't even believe that depression was real. In fact, there's probably people in here right now who have parents or grandparents that think that depression isn't real. And they're like, you're depressed. Just go fucking throw a ball or something. You know, and back in my day, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, of course, if you don't actually accurately diagnose people, you don't know how many people are actually depressed. This is like the first time that we have had good data and information on people and their depression. Because this is the first time that we've started taking it remotely serious. My dad literally still tells me to pray it away. Jesus Christ, dude. No, that's insane to me. That's just fucking insane to me. It's crazy. There's more left-handed people than ever. Yeah. There's a hypothesis because there's a huge investment costing mental health. Okay, that's not related to the conversation. They used to think that leeches used to be the cure for everything. Quickly, take out the leeches. We'll fix her.
The numbers to the amount of men who fight depression.
Also, capitalism. I'm sorry, cost of living going up and your wages remaining stagnant. Yeah, that'll make you depressed. Not being able to afford rent, that'll make you depressed. Having one medical emergency and draining all of your savings and then getting in debt, yeah, that'll make you pretty depressed.
With unaliving themselves rather than medicating trumps those numbers. But does anyone bring that up? No. Instead, she acts like women are more independent and will leave their husband and be a single mom instead of sucking it up like the good women used to in the good old days.
You can't get out because you're gonna think, oh, what about my family? What would the culture say?
Exactly. Yeah, and that's better because that was when mothers put their kids before them. It wasn't a me culture. It's not about my happiness, it's about your kids. Your kid's more likely to go to prison. They're more likely to be in a mental institution. They're more likely to drop out of school. You're putting your kid at every statistical disadvantage you can possibly put them at by leaving.
But why is it the modern woman's fault? Well, according to Pearl, it's because women can vote.
Because in my head, when I was more like blue pill, I was like, well, why wouldn't women want to vote? Everyone should vote. Until I looked into it and I realized that their writings at the time were talking about how this is the beginning of the breakdown of the family.
I'm so sorry. have to see the transcript on that. I have to see the transcript on that. Quote, I was more blue pill. Like, why wouldn't women want to vote? Until I looked into it and realized that their writings at the time were talking about the beginning of the breakdown of the family.
In the 1920s, you could buy laudanum, a mix of opium and alcohol over the counter, and they gave out quaaludes in the 1950s. Antidepressants are baby drugs in comparison to what we used to have access to.
I looked into it and realized their writings at the time were talking about the beginning of the breakdown of the family. That's just an insane sentence. It's just an insane sentence to me. This would be like saying, like, well, I heard that slavery was bad, and then I looked into it, and their writings said, this is the breakdown of the American economy. Incredible stuff. Incredible stuff.
You cannot give women the right to vote because they're trying to break down the family. And what happened?
What happened, Pearl? You let us know what happened.
And so because before,
why didn't she just move on? She cliff hung us. What happened, Pearl? Women started being able to vote. They got more power. They infiltrated the workforce, progressively got more financially stable, went to school, became CEOs, and now they are more inclined to walk away from a relationship where it doesn't serve them or where they're being abused. Unlike back in the good old days when women's opportunities were very low, almost scarce,
no, to be clear, I've heard her takes on slavery. She literally said, there were good slave owners. Some people had good slave owners. It's like she's fully brain rotted, but the sentence structure is crazy. When you say I looked into it, you should be immediately following it up with like PhD literature from today, or like studies, or, you know, peer-reviewed like journals or something, not their writings. Who is they? What writings? Who and what are you talking about? Like, for me, my standard of proof is so high. If I look at any study, I have to read the study myself. The study has to be from like the 2000s. I'm willing to read some studies from like the 90s. It's just like the farther back you go, you start looking at like the DSM-4 and DSM-3, which gets worse, and we just had worse medical technology. So I try to only read things past 2000. I read like the way that they conducted the study. I read like what was the sample size, what was the conclusion, what did the actual, like the people that actually, the researchers, what did they come to? What conclusion did they come to? Did they come to the conclusion of like more evidence is needed? Did they come to the conclusion of like, you know, like this is substantial causal evidence that this is bad? You know, is this just correlation? Like you have to read all of it. Like you have to check the actual methodology, especially when it comes to fitness. Like food stuff is terrible. I think I told you guys I was reading it was like an article on my Twitter or something, I don't know. And it was an article that was like, eating eggs is actually bad for you. And I was like, what? I gotta read this. I gotta read more of this. I click on it. It's like some fucking sci-pop article. I'm like, okay, where's the study? Like scrolling. Finally found the study. Okay, let's take a quick look. The study says, we found 100 people. We then broke these people up into people who eat eggs for breakfast and people who don't eat eggs for breakfast. We found that the people who eat eggs for breakfast tend to weigh more. Conclusion. It might be the case that people who eat eggs for breakfast also tend to pair that food with bacon or, you know, toast, or other like maybe sausages, other fatty, meaty products. And that might be one of the reasons why. That's what it said. That was the incredible study. And this fucking SciPop article was trying to suggest that you should stop eating eggs because they're bad for you. It's insane. It's insane. It's insane to me. Big, beautiful study. Great study. You're just a shell for big egg. True. I am a shell for big egg. I love eggs. That's my most problematic opinion.
Dry? Is that what happened, Miss Pearl?
I don't think women should know.
Huh?
I don't think women should vote.
Lord Jesus, keep on going.
Yeah, that's
no
it.
women, you can't vote. No birth control. Keep it going.
Oh yeah, I forgot. She doesn't believe in birth control. I think you guys could have guessed that. She just likes things that happen all natural.
Yeah, because it's always freedom without responsibility. And
I
so,
love
like,
it.
the
Women
reason
should not
No,
vote.
but
Pearly
but
said it
I'll
herself.
tell you why, though. I'll tell you why. Because there's freedom without responsibility. Like, I believe in consequences for your decision. So the men know if they vote someone batshit crazy into power, you guys get drafted. We don't.
Oh, Pearly, your smile is so contagious, especially because the drafts, they ended in the 1970s. And yes, women never got drafted or pushed to be in the army in a time where women were pushed to stay at home, bear the children, bake cookies, and work and the home 24/7 while the men did go to war. But when they did get to enlist in the army, that means the women that did go to war, they made the honorable decision to join willingly. They didn't need a draft. They served the country, broke barriers so that your ass can sit in a room with a man hyping you up while you say women shouldn't vote while you wear your pearl. So like many men in the manosphere, they are obsessed with a woman's body count because the absolute best woman that they
Cower,
should
think of it the tier 1.
marry is a virgin that has never looked at a man before.
Think of yourself, you sinful little cretin!
Girls want to sleep around in their 20s and then at 30 run to a man. And like, but you've lost the things that men value by the time you're 30. You're no longer pure.
Now I know what you guys are asking. Is the man pure? Of course not. No, he has to have ample amount of practice before he disappoints you in the bedroom. And after you're done with your sexy time, he's gonna turn around and tell you that you should act more like the girl that he watches in the porn videos, you know, candy tits, and then tell you to go wash the dishes.
And so men are kind of tired of it because what happens is they'll date the bad boys.
He kind of cooked on that one.
The rappers, whatever, in their 20s, and then they hit 30. One guy thinks like this is his lucky ticket. This girl's super into him, but she just wants kids. And like she really feels like she's settled for him. She gets the kids and then half the time leaves.
So yeah, that does happen. Like I said many times, there are horrible people, but in the manosphere, there are no horrible people, just horrible women. The woman is a horrible Satanist of a person for leaving a man. So they never go into the different reasons why marriages don't work out. And Pearl loves to bring up statistics and studies, usually in favor of only the man.
Women that really believe the family's before me.
But why are the women, but you got to ask yourself these questions, why are the women turning back on their men? Why?
Because they're selfish.
But I love looking at the whole picture. The study or the statistic where 20% of marriages end because of abuse. Infidelity could be another reason. Women do cheat, but men are most likely to cheat. She never brings up those. Those just fly over her head. But that's okay. I'm not trying to do this whole women are better than men thing, you know, like the other people that do the reverse. But the point is that she will only show studies in favor of the man and speak always in favor of the men. Men are never at fault. Through all the videos that I watched, it's only women.
Women, but there's better women. So my
there's
thing is
there's better chances. There's better chances, right? But again, a guy can't really know. You can look for signs and say, okay, like you do this, she's more likely to be a good woman. But a guy cannot know.
So in this clip, she gives men a lot of grace.
Is that not the same for men? That like if you as a woman are dating a man, you can't know for sure?
for being with a woman that turns out to be a horrible person. But in the next clip I'm going to show you, titled "Women Are the Problem in Relationships," she tells women it's their fault they end up with a man that's not great because they should have seen the signs ahead of time.
That's not true. Women leave 70 to 80% of the time. I'm pretty sure now it's 80%, and if you're college educated, it's 90%. So women are the ones leaving. And the other thing is, like, the reason I would put it on the woman is because you pick who you have a baby with. So it's what I see is girls see the red flags early on. They keep dating him, and then it goes poorly, and they're crying later. But it's like you saw the 10 million red flags before you had the kid.
There are so many different things involved in not seeing red flags. There's so many different mental health issues. There's so many different societal
There's so many
pressures.
excuses.
It's not an excuse,
there's
you
excuses.
call it an excuse, but there's a reason for it.
There's a reason that's an excuse.
She's no better than those crazy feminists that say all men are evil and want to hurt every single woman, which cracks me up because her audience is mostly men, and she's subconsciously calling her male audience unintelligent, and they are just obliviously dum-dums that can't see when a woman has red flags, but women can. For obvious reasons we learned in lesson 1, never critique a man, because you'll never find a husband that way. Keep in mind that Pearl is someone who is not married, has never been in a long-term relationship. In fact, it seems that her longest relationship, she got dumped.
Like, if you can't maintain a relationship, why would I take advice from you?
But that's fine. I want to continue to learn from her. So in the Pearly world, those stats don't matter because she thinks divorce should be banned.
I think we should ban divorce.
Which, in my opinion, isn't that actually quite anti-male? Because men do get abused in relationships. Things happen in relationships. They get cheated on. Back to the abuse, though. Men who get abused by their wives get constantly mocked, laughed at, as if a man being vocal about abuse is just hilarious. And here's Miss Pearly, the woman who fights for men's rights, saying, no, we should ban divorce. You should stay. Funny. She's a woman that fights for men's rights, but actually not really. Her following is just too stupid and demented in the brain to figure out that because they hear,
women shouldn't vote.
So it's very interesting to me because Pearl blames the modern woman for being unhappy in a marriage. Why? Because they didn't save their lady bits for their husband.
If you're a virgin on your wedding night, you have an 80% chance of a happy marriage. It drops down to 25% if you've slept with more than 5. Most guys would pray for 5 nowadays.
She really pushes for purity, but I find it just so interesting. And from my, learn.
To what degree do you think she's playing a character? 100%. 1,000,000% I think she's playing a character. And I think she's not good at it either. Like, Candace Owens is playing a character, but she's really good at it.
Of all of this, and I take it this is fine to question a woman, right? Okay, good. She pushes for purity. 0 sexual partners, right, is the best for marriage. Traditional values is always better. Traditional. So why, if traditional is better, doesn't she push for a male audience, for her male audience to be virgins as well? Isn't that better? If women are so scary, they're always just trying to get you to marry them and get impregnated by you so they can take all of your money for child support. Shouldn't you openly advocate as a woman that fights for men to protect the penis and the pennies? You know, these people.
Okay, the video is lagging a little bit.
People that watch her are not rich. They got pennies. So protect your penis and your penny. Shouldn't she also be fighting for wearing condoms? You know, things that would help them not procreate. And then the woman gets all that wonderful child support that women get? Or does she not say this because all those videos I watched on her calling her a grifter, a pick-me, is true? If she said that to the majority of her male audience who think they should have access to anyone's vagina by just being a man.
Also, yeah, totally good point, by the way. Like, these people all love to be like, Christianity, blah, 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 blah. You should do this. You should be virtuous, traditional, whatever. Like, the Bible doesn't say men go be sluts. The Bible doesn't say women don't have sex with anyone, men go be sluts. It doesn't say that, like, anywhere, actually. Pretty sure it pushes for not any of those. I don't know.
Man probably wouldn't applaud her. Is it because the men she considers friends said this?
I'm reporting a fact. If a woman is promiscuous, she is by definition a hoe. Men can be hoes. Men that have sex with a lot of women are successful.
Andrew Tate talks about all of the raunchy and pretty much abusive sex he has. His baby mamas, the side chicks, the right chicks, the left chicks. Anything out there constructively criticizing Andrew Tate team? Any research team you find anything? One thing?
I think he's
speaks a lot of truth.
Got it. My female brain, it's slowly starting to understand exactly who you are, Miss Pearly Fangs. All right, let's talk about her looks. I know what you're saying. That's a very harsh title chapter, but Pearl's looks are very important to talk about. And this chapter will be very short, but when I was doing all of this, I just had a light bulb moment. From what
Wait, I
I've
missed
seen
it. Sorry. No, wait, we gotta go back. Sorry. Wait, we gotta go.
All right, let's talk about her looks. I know what you're saying. That's a very harsh title chapter, but Pearl's looks are very important to talk about. And this chapter will be very short, but when I was doing all of this, I just had a light bulb moment. From what I've seen, the only thing a woman needs to bring to the table in the manosphere and to, you know, reel in a high value man is looks, youth, and of course, able to bear a child. Red pill men critique women's looks worse than any early 2000s mean girl in high school. These men surround themselves with certain women that look like the certain women that they critique. They look like OnlyFans model. They are not, you know, women in wearing very classy business suits. They look like they have a certain look to them. Can we just bring up a little comparison of, you know, just plop it right on screen? Okay, there we go. Just Pearly Things is not ugly at all. I would not break my neck and scream in horror if I saw her walking down the street. But in the manosphere, she is hideous. She is the bottom of the barrel. Not only is her looks not up to par, but her age. It's creeping up to 30. Uh-oh. Almost in my godforsaken territory. And girl, it's just as horrible as they say it is. Something that is very important to red pill people, once again, is tradition. And traditional women should not work. Pearl, delete your whole channel, your whole YouTube channel. You worked very hard for. That's the problem. That's why no one is picking you. And since we're on the topic of picking and relationships, did you know she gives out relationship advice as a single woman, someone that's never been married, not even in a long-term relationship. Let's go. Next chapter. We gotta learn, ladies. Pearl loves to have women.
To be clear, it's fine if you give advice. If you've been in relationships and the advice is good, right? If the advice is good, the advice is good. Like, I mean, like, I feel like Hassan's chat advice is good. The advice that I saw in there was like almost everything in there was good advice. But you don't get to say like, you need to be married. You need to have a low body count. You need to do this. You need to get cheated on. You need to be okay with this. And also not be in a relationship. You don't get to do all that.
Women who she would call thoughts or hoes on her podcast so that she can, in her words, own them, and all her little boyfriends in the comment section can say,
actual. I'm your biggest fan.
One that caught my eye is when she had Brittany Renner. We talked about Brittany on this channel because she be grooming, allegedly, boys on the high school basketball court, marrying them and then having a baby. And Pearl loves to use this instance of an OnlyFans / IG model / what else is Brittany Renner? Video vixen type girl as the sole proof that women are out here preying on men, just waiting until they can marry them and get that kid and get all that money. Because Brittany Renner is the standard for every single woman in America.
And also, again, stand by the statement, some women are just shitty. In fact, some of you in chat have probably dealt with some shitty women. I've been bullied by women. In fact, I basically almost exclusively got bullied by girls. I didn't really get bullied by guys growing up. I got bullied by girls, okay? I have been treated, I've had people like be complete pieces of shit to me and they were women. Anyone can be shitty. You know? Any type of race can be shitty. Any gender can be shitty. Any sexuality can be shitty. What's the name of the creator? Her name is Michelle McDavis, I think. Let me just double check. McDaniel, excuse me. And here is the link. Please go subscribe and like the video and stuff. Exclamation point video as well. Yeah, it's just like, I'm sorry. And if anyone in chat has dealt with like a woman in their life that's been shitty, that's been abusive, that's cheated on you, like, some women suck, but like some men suck. It's just some people just fucking suck. Some people have not emotionally matured enough that they can treat you the way that you deserve to be treated. And that's just life. Like, and it sucks. And there's no way to know for sure, like, whether or not someone's going to be an asshole or not. And like, you can start to learn like warning signs.
You bullied Jenna when dressed as Chun-Li, lol.
That's true. That's true.
Specifically, she asked Brittany Renner, you know, this OnlyFans girl, what would be your perfect man? And this is what she had to say.
Sometimes when you talk, it sounds like La La Land, respectfully. It's just because you'll talk about these guys and I'm like, these men aren't real. See, what man sees the beauty? Let's talk about the beauty in the Grand Canyon.
Pearly, I'm pretty sure I know at least one man that can find the beauty in the Grand Canyon. He'd probably draw a little tree on it. Does anyone else find it interesting that La La...
What? That's so sad. Yeah, maybe like, oh, meow, hi, Oxy, hi. We're just gonna finish this video, Oxy. Like, maybe there are some, like, I think, like fuckboy men are never gonna, like, find art or, like, nature, like, appealing. Yeah, of course. But there's different strokes for different folks, you know what I mean? Like, hello?
Land is a man that can appreciate the beauty of the Grand Canyon, but a man that wants a virgin, that questions nothing, has a certain body, licks his feet is not La La Land.
But why can't I have a guy that sees the beauty in the Grand Canyon? Why would I want someone that doesn't see the beauty in the Grand Canyon?
Why can't I have a millionaire?
Pearl, don't make me answer it. I mean, I guess we kind of did in the previous chapter, but you know what? Let's just do it again for funsies.
Dun, 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 dun.
Miss Pearl, you built and constructed yourself to be exactly what you think a high-value man wants. You say you won't vote. You say you won't question them. You listen to everything they say. You say you can even cheat on me. You'll basically just be a mindless fucking mannequin. And you know what? A billionaire still will not want you. You know who they will want? Brittany Renner, a single mom with a child, who, from what I think, shows her on the internet. She was just spotted with Shaq the other day, a billionaire. Are you with Shaq? No, you are not. You're on a podcast with a bunch of men that don't even like you. In fact, she acts extremely awkward when a man actually does pay attention to her.
Oh, my number. What? Wait, what? You want to be interviewed? No.
Oh, I'm cringe. Oh my god, she's a femcel. Oh my god, guys, I'm cringe. Oh my god. She said, this you? Oh my. Yeah, this is my favorite thing. Okay, can we talk about something? You guys remember, I'm not gonna make you guys watch it again, but you guys remember that one terrible, if you were here, you were here for it. That one very terrible video. It's like Wojaks. Do I show you guys? I don't know if I can. Oh, do I show it to you guys? I don't know if I'm strong enough. I don't know if I'm strong enough to look at this garbage again. I'm seeing if I can find it even. Oh my, I don't know if I can watch. Oh man, it's really bad, guys. Oh, fuck. Did I ever make you guys watch this video? I guess like ones if you've seen this. Twos if you haven't seen it. There's this guy who does animated Wojaks.